The Sunflower State, the site of our class today, and it is poetic that today's game carries that moniker, as the matchup between these two schools is better known as the Sunflower Showdown. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Kansas State Wildcats, Bill Snyder Family Stadium. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on another team from the Big 12, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kansas State ready to kick it off to get things underway. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Jayhawks offense will get first crack at it today. Kansas enjoyed every single second of the Sunflower Showdown last time as the Jayhawks blew out the Power Cats.
It's so much fun. When you're the team that hasn't won the rivalry as many times as the other one, it's kind of been dominated by Kansas State. When you come out and you make a statement, like in-state, obviously, competitions, talked about year-round in the state, nice to get a win in this matchup.
That was one of those wins, too. All around the Big 12 Conference as well. That was a statement. That was dominant, and they're going to try and do that again here today.
Great coverage, great break on the ball, had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on third down. Quickly to the tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. Third and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. The Jayhawks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking for a man. It's Marshall. Flushed out of the pocket. There he goes. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. And the Jayhawks will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Longo. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting this season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Offside. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Kansas State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. They'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
And the Wildcats racing to the line in a hurry-up.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Took a shot as he threw. Kansas and K-State have been battling for well over a century, many times sort of on the fringes of the spotlight, if not completely out of it. Just how intense it is.
It's intense. It's a fun rivalry. But here's the thing. Kansas State has really dominated this rivalry. The Jayhawks, they got to fix that. They got to get that rectified, Palmer, because the Wildcats, year after year, they're continuing to find ways to win this matchup.
And these are two great fan bases for years. And we've loved our time whenever we visit Lawrence or you visit Manhattan. The nicest fans, but they're passionate fans as well, especially when they meet up in this rivalry game.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. A strike downfield. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The give to the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. The give from the gun. Running into the open space. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6. The Jayhawks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Unleashes one. Complete to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they're going to be gassed.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Got it in the middle. It's Longo. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have first and goal. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Jayhawks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Marshall. Touchdown, Jayhawks! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. So it's an 80-yard drive. And they closed it going up top for the final few inches and the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this is every defensive coordinator's dream, right? Watching your defense go out on 1st down, TFL, 2nd down, TFL. Now you set up 3rd and long. Everybody knows they're going to throw it, and your pass rushers can pin their ears back. Outstanding job being physical by this defense.
He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. Dropping back, it's Woods. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Caught in the backfield, it's Kane. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Secondary walks up on the line, showing Prescott. A shot toward the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. They'll give it to the back. Oh, he's got some space. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached a break, and Kansas has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the air, it's Marshall. Bringing the heat. Finds his big tight end. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. On the move, it's Stewart. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Right back to the well. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Or will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll run play action. That's reeled in. It's Longo. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. Snagged in the middle. It's Longo. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. And the Jayhawks look to do some damage in the red zone. Out of the gun, the give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beats you.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
Just listen to the little apple. You can hear it all the way to the big apple as they try to get the defense off the field. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple yards, help our kicker out here to kick a few.
Touchdown, Kansas! The offense cashing it in on that drive. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They put together an 81-yard drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they intercept and the defense has set them up.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt the quarterback and his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
Makes the grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. They're going to run it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up. The Jayhawks are threatening on 1st and goal. To the air, it's Marshall. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is... And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
It's such an advantage for a defense when you can add to your pass rush by blitzing guys, but especially when you've got a middle linebacker like that can collapse and push the pocket into the lap of the quarterback.
Wants to go up top. Firing to the right, complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. They're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half looking forward, I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt.
Breaks into the open. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
When I go into every game, I want to get my running back going. I want to get the ground game going, and he has. This afternoon, over 100 yards now, showed you a little bit of everything in the run game, and that's why this offense has been humming.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. He'll try the left side. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Jayhawks come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Grab near the sticks. It's Jefferson. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking for a man. It's Marshall. Got it in the middle. It's Longo.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Looking to scramble. Fires to the right. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. The Jayhawks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Tight end finds a soft spot. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Jayhawks line it up with a 1st and goal. From the gun, looking for a man. Looking for the goal line. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Rock Chalk.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
35, Kansas State, 7.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this quarterback's already taken a couple shots from the pocket. There's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
Running back searching for a hole. Can't get him to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, so much to break down, from a spirited start to the Sunflower Showdown between Kansas and K-State. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this, because every possession in the 2nd half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind.
Turning it on! That ought to be enough to give Kansas State the 1st down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the 1st down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the 1st down marker is.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Woods. Working that left side now. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Kane. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to find the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Kansas example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Looking to throw, it's Marshall. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man on the left. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Looking to scramble. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, he was rolling to his right. Because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
From the gun, the ground game. Spins away from the defense. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Never a doubt.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Tom, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, we should have ran a better route.
The Jayhawks in a good spot here with second and short. They'll toss it to the left. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 20. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get it. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Bringing it back. He's at the 10, and he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Jayhawks.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills, just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work. They'll try to add another to their lead.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Appalachian State is ahead in this one, and we've seen this program pull off some incredible wins over the years, but they're not there yet. They're up by 7 over Charlotte. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
That's the end of the quarter. Kansas has the lead here. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just how much fight they've got left in them. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how to get down the right side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. And the Wildcats will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Slings it downfield. It's caught. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Kansas State really has this drive rolling. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Kane. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Wildcats didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He's running free down the middle. Past the 10. Touchdown, Kansas. And they turn it into a defensive score. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
He'll pull it on the read. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Woods. He's going to throw deep right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
He's got it in more than enough for a 1st down. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. That last big play has them in position to threaten here. 1st and 10 from the 37. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Wildcats are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Gonna look downfield again. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Stewart. There he goes. Bulldozes his way through. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. And the Jayhawks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The give to the fullback. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Jayhawks getting set on 1st and 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down.
And this fullback is just dependable, and he's versatile. He's not just a guy that can block. He can catch the ball, and like you saw right there, you can hand it off to him, and he can generate you explosive plays.
Run it with the fullback. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Give to the big fullback. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the fourth quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch.
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Scanning the field, it's Woods. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
So Kansas fought and clawed and scratched its way to victory in the Sunflower Showdown, and they'll have the Governor's Cup and bragging rights after beating K-State. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.